Hello and welcome to the third and final part of the 23rd century Dreadnoughts. Today we are looking at the Thrai Dreadnought, so the Romulan version. In this video we'll look at the shield visuals from the Vanity shields in the Dilithium store during special events in the year, the Zen store and the event stores. So the first section we're looking at is the summer and winter event store shields. So these shields are available all year round, providing you have got the consumables from either participating in the events or buying them off the exchange. The first one we shall have a look at is the Fek'hri Vanity shield. So we've got the red here at the end of the nacelles, this red hull material, then with this grey, and in that grey there's some speckles of rusty red as well. And with the red at the back there, and this bit of yellow with a touch of red as well. So I'll see the image of the bird of prey underneath it. So rotate through, you see that red material changing as the light hits it. And then we've got that lovely graphic underneath, and then you see all that speckle pattern on the hull material there. Now we come to the first of the summer event shields. This is the Andorian blue bores. So as you can see, we have this blue and orange shield. See that yellowish orange there at the end of the nacelles. Got the orange paint there. The grey with the orange stripes. That's to represent a baseball jersey, I believe. The back, we've got this orange shading here. Orange there in the nacelles again. And there, which I think is the impulse engines. Still got the graphic there on the underside. So rotate through and get a bit of a orange shine, but you can see here on this material that there's a pattern emerging, and that is actually the emblem for the baseball team. Next up it's the Bozeman Titans. So this is a grey, yellow and black Vanity shield. It follows the same pattern on the hull as the rest of the baseball series do, and all we're doing is changing the colours. As you can see here, we've got the yellow there on the nacelles, the black and yellow lines effect there, yellow at the end of the nacelles and the engines, and the yellow shading at the back. As we rotate through, we get that yellow shine, and again the emblem showing within the material here. Same up there as well. This is the Caitian claws. With this purple and gold Vanity shield, with this yellowish gold colour here for the nacelles. Same at the back there and on the impulse engines. Rotate through, get a bit of purple shine. Again, the emblems there in that material. Here we have the Deep Space Niners Vanity shield, so it's based off of their baseball outfits in the Season 7 episode of DS9, Take Me Out to the Holosuite. So with this orange, red, blue and a greyish white to this shield. So you see the red and orange there on the engines, you see the blue and the orange, and then a bit of a gradient fill from the orange into the greyish white. Again, red and orange there at the back on the engines. Rotate through, get that orange shine, and again we make out the DS9's emblem there on the blue material. I have to say, when I first noticed that effect, which was fairly recently, I was most impressed with the effort the art team had put into that. That was a very nice touch. Moving on to the Denebian slime devils. So we've got this purple and green vanity shield. It's got the green there on the end of themselves. Same for the engines at the back there. This one is the Ferenginar Liquidators. As you see here, we've got a green and gold vanity shield. We have the yellow there on the engines. Same at the back. Gold on top there almost replicates the bird graphic on the underside somewhat. And here we have the stem bolts. So with this pink, grey and white vanity shield. So we see the greyish white there on the engines, touches the grey at the front there. Again, this greyish white on the engines at the rear. And you see the various shades of pink there as well over the hull material. Now as we rotate through, we're getting that pinkish shine. We're getting the emblems appearing again on that hull material. This is the Vulcan Logicians Vanity Shield, based off of their uniforms in that Season 7 episode of Deep Space Nine, Take Me Out to the Holosuite. So we have grey, purple and gold in this shield. So we see the gold banding round the front of the saucer section there, with the purple there in the engines and at the upper half of the hull at the front. Then we see the purple there on the engines, and again at the back there. And get that purpley blue shine, and there's probably one of the clearest images we've had of the emblem so far. And the emblems are the same as the ones shown on the shield icon in your inventory as well. And now we come to the last shield from the summer event store, and it is the Workbees. Have this gold and red vanity shield. You can see the yellowy orange there on the engines. Same at the back. And with the red into the gold shading on the hull. As we rotate through, again, nice clear image of the emblem there. With that reddish metallic shine to it. So the next section is shields available in the Dilithium store and the Zen store. So the Dilithium ones are available only during special events throughout a year, and then we have only one in the current Zen store, and that is the Alliance Vanity Shield. So this comes from the Khitomer Alliance bundle, in which you get the shield, the uniform, and a upgrade. This shield has this white hull material, so it's got this dark grey material and gold material. See here in the engine, it's got this cyan colour. Same here at the rear. Then you can see those red lines at the aft here. As we look down at the top, this nice almost diamond pattern effect here on this grey hull material. More of those red lines there, and some more of the gold material there as well. And we've got more of the red lines. As you can see, it does actually go underneath that graphic as well. Moving on to the Dilithium store. This is the Baul Vanity Shield. It's quite a popular shield in the game. So we've got this very dark hull material, this very light white and cyan effect here at the end of the nacelles. Same here at the rear. Now the one thing with this model is same as we had on the D9, is that the impulse engines aren't showing the correct colour. So if these are the impulse engines here, for example, they should be a nice deep red, as they are on other models. So I don't know if that's been incorrectly mapped or not, because it was the same with the D9 Dreadnought in the previous video. Slightly disappointing. As I look down at the top here, you can see these patterns etched into the hull material. A bit more of the etching effect there as well. Here we have the Borg Vanity Shield. So it's grey hull material with a lot of outlines of hull plating. Got the blue there on the nacelles. Then we've got these blue lit areas, which are areas without any hull plating. So it's giving the exposed conduit look with the lighting coming through. Same with the goldy orange lighting there at the back. With the blue across the engines there as well. And you can see that hull plating mismatch effect going on there as well. At the top we've got more of that conduit look going on with the lighting effects. This here is the Discovery Vanity Shield. So this is one of these shields that has two appearances depending on what faction you apply it to. So this is applied to a Federation character. So it's giving the look of vessels from Season 1 of Discovery. And we'll look at next how it looks on a KDF character. See here we've got this blue effect here for the engines. Got this orange effect here at the rear. I've got blue across the engines here as well. A bit more of that orange effect going on there. Now, couple of different shades of grey with some pattern effects going on in the main hull. See that effect a bit better when we look at the top down with the different shadings being applied. Here we have the Discovery shield applied to a KDF character. So this effect here on the front of the nacelles, that's normally the nacelle colour itself rather than the Bassard collectors. With this dull green illuminated section here at the rear, with this light brown hull material with a load of shapes and symbols. It's meant to represent vessels in whatever Discovery referred to as Klingons in the first season. At the back you've got that same nacelle effect there on the engines at the rear. And you see more of those shapes on the hull material with a couple of different shades of the brown there. This is the Emperor's Vanity shield. So we've got this grey hull material with some purple shading on it. This bright yellow here on the engines. These blinking dots have changed to a cyan colour. And with this orange dot here at the back. And then on the underside here you can see a lot of blue illuminated dots. These cover the full hull material, almost like a starfield effect. And at the rear, the yellow again, and more of these yellowy orange dots. And again, you can see the blue illuminated dots quite clearly from this angle. There's those blue illuminated dots again throughout the hull material, and there's that purple shading material there as well. Here we have the Ferengi Vanity shield, so with the orange of the Ferengi vessels there, almost a goldish colour going round the rim here. Got this lighter shade, almost gold as well, and with these bright yellow engines at the front and rear. I see some of the rivet effects there. Then you see more of the rivet effects going round this saucer section, and quite a bit of the pattern design there on the hull as well. Here we have the Hur'q Vanity shield. That's a green hull material. This almost pea soup kind of colour to the nacelles. Then we've got this illuminated pattern design at the front here and on the lower part of the hull. And then this very dull purple plum kind of colour as well. See that more there at the back. Same with that green there on the engines. And there is a bit of a pattern design in this green hull material. There's those large green illuminated sections with that design. And then there's that pattern effect on the hull material as well. Here we have the Kelvin Divergence Vanity Shield. So like the Discovery one, this also changes depending on your faction, and we will have a look at the Klingon version of this next. And we see here we've got this blue and white at the front of the cells. Normally this shield has an absolutely ugly Bizarre Collector effect, so I'm thankful this isn't mapped correctly on this model. More of the blue and white there on the engines at the rear. And then you've got that grey material, a couple of different shades on it to give the look of ships from the reboot films. And you see that pattern effect on the material with the different shadings of grey. And this is the Kelvin Divergence Vanity Shield on a KDF character. So with this dull blue pattern effect here at the front of the nacelles, this would normally be yellow for the Bizarre Collectors, and this material would be the actual nacelle colour itself. Got this white lighting effect here at the rear. And we have more of that dull blue pattern effect there on the engines. And then as you can see in the hull material, we've got two shades of green. In fact, on this one we've actually got three shades of green on this one. This is another popular shield in the store, and it is the Section 31 Vanity Shield. So we've got this cyan blue here at the front, same down here. Normally on this shield, the Bizarre Collectors at the front of the nacelles are blacked out. Then normally would have a red impulse engine, but in this case all the engine colours are this cyan. Got this checkered pattern to the hull material, and then a different shade there as well. Down we see this stripe effect on the material, a couple of different shades there on the saucer, and then two different colours on the top as well. And more of that checkered pattern in the material itself on the underside. Now we come to the Tzenkethi Vanity Shield. So I've got this green hull material with some black shading and some grey as well. Then we have this light material, and as you can see here it's got a pulsating effect to it. We have white there at the end of the nacelles, same across the engines at the back, and then we can see that grey hull material there. And there's more of that pulsating light effect on the top and bottom. And we see the grey hull material there, along with the black material, this pulsating light effect as well. Same there on the saucer. They've got this carved look to the remainder of the hull material. And then we have more of those pulsating light effects on the underside. And now we come to the last shield that's currently in the Dilithium store, and that is the Zhat Vash Vanity shield. So we see here we've got this green and white effect here on the engines. Got this illuminated green dot here at the rear, and these two red dots at the front. Got the green on the engines at the rear, then we see the green hull material with this fawn colour as well. And as I look down, it always reminds me of a army camouflage kind of pattern as well, with these two colours. And that concludes our video. So thank you all very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe. In the description down below you will find links to my Real Merch affiliate page where you can get 10% off your Star Trek model order. Also links to my social media. There's also a link to Priority 1 Armada's X page. They do monthly giveaways, free to enter, and they're a really nice group of people. Well worth a check out. Chapters are listed down below as well. And of course, Casual Sab's YouTube channel for all your news, reviews, Q&As and live streams. And then there's also the links there for the STO wiki for all the information on Star Trek Online, and the main Star Trek Online news blog where you'll find information on events and patch notes. So until the next video, thank you very much for watching.